Cheers, brewers. Sorry I didn't post a video last week. Life just got in the way. I haven't brewed anything of note, but I do think it's time I give my this is my Decocted Pilsner, and this is my Amber Ale. Most recent 2 brewing videos. Thought I'd give them a taste. Pilsner's been lagering for a while. I naturally carbonated both beers, so as in I added some dextrose to the keg, and then aged, let it do that secondary fermentation for a couple of weeks, and then I put the both into the lagering chamber. But they're both pouring now, as you can see. So the Pilsner. Not a lot of flavour. Sorry, not a lot of aroma. Give it a little swirl. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of spice, a little bit of that bready smell. Might be a bit cold, and it is a little bit hazy still. I imagine it's chill haze, because when I racked it into the keg, it was really clear. I think this is the best Pilsner I've ever made. This is just, it is so clean. You get a lot of because I used I think about 1.5, maybe even 2 grams per litre of SARS hops with I think 10 minutes or 5 minutes left in the boil. It's really, there's good SARS hops notes. There's earthiness, it's peppery, bit of spice. And there is, with that decoction, because the Pilsner malt that I used is the Barris Burton Pale malt, or Galaxy Pale, or something like that, and there's just not a lot of depth to it, but that 15-20 minute decoction has given it almost like a Munich malt depth to this. I am going to have to be careful with this. I love this beer. Wow. This is my Amber Ale. Turned out, don't know if it's going to show up, but it's a little more, yeah, I suppose it's got that copper colour, and I wouldn't say it's amber. I mean, that's closer to amber in reality. Remember the traffic lights, the middle one is amber. This is the first sort of New World hop beer I've made in a while, and if you've never made anything with topaz hops, give it a go. It's so good. And I use Galaxy and Topaz in equal amounts, but this has got, it's got mango, the typical passion fruit you expect, good citrus, a little bit of strawberry, and just a hint of lychee. I find because it is only about 4%, I find the lychee with the Topaz shines in beers that are sort of north of 6% alcohol, so it's got a really high starting gravity. The Topaz seems to show its lychee notes the higher the alcohol. Anyway, that's just me. Everyone's olfactory senses are different, so alright. Looking forward to this one too. It's a really tight head. There's a little bit of colour, a little bit of tinge to this, because this is white. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's sweet with good bitterness. Remember, we only threw in hops from 15 minutes to the end of the boil, and plus some dry hops. And we only used, I think, 3 malts in it. The Gladfield Ale, Dark Crystal. I'll have to check the other one. Might only be those 2. Might have been some Vienna. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look. I'll put it up at the end. Or actually, I'll put the link at the end of the video for the brew day. Yeah, it's really balanced. There's the starting gravity, I think, was 1038, and the bitterness was high for such a low gravity beer. I think we were aiming for about 28, something like that, and it's not more bitter than malty or sweet. It's really well balanced, because I'd have no lingering flavours on the front or the back of the tongue. Sometimes you'll find that with those really high bitterness IPAs, you'll start to get a bit of a string of bitterness at the back of the tongue. And because Topaz and Galaxy are really high alpha acids, really high cohumulone hops, I thought maybe there might have been a bit of that that might have happened, but this is again, I mean, hops are one thing that can help put me to sleep. But again, because this is so low in alcohol, could really enjoy a few of these as well, because there are some aren't. This is not a palate wrecker, this beer. It's just something that you would go, oh wow, I wouldn't mind a second glass of this to see if it's as good as the first glass. Yeah, I really enjoy that one. So that's a really nice amber ale recipe if you wanted to make a session amber. And if you want to make a really simple, excellent Pilsner, I'll put the link up for this video at the end too. When it warms, you get a lot more of those bready notes that you're after with a Pilsner. And a little bit of, the spice notes are a little bit higher too. I'm trying to think of the spice, but while I have a spice rack full of different spices, I'm not really good. Maybe it reminds me of the mixed spice bottle, because I can't pinpoint it. You could sit and watch the footy all day with this, and really it's fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of those 2 beers. Yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to send them through, and until next time, happy brewing.